Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to Dr. Idris and all the viewers out there. So today we are going to present our topic, which is the experiment that we have conducted regarding analysis of liquid vape content by using gas chromatography, mass spectroscopy, which is GCMS. So here is our group members, which is Tuan Fatina Bila, Nur Elisa Shahira, Masaliatul Safa, and me myself, Nur Aisyah Humaira.
For introduction, gas chromatography mass spectrometry GCMS is a powerful analytical method that enables the separation and identification of volatile compounds in liquid vape products. This technique employs a gas chromatograph to vaporize and separate the compounds based on their interaction with the stationary phase of the column. The process begins with the introduction of the liquid vape sample into the GC, where it is vaporized and carried through the column by an inert carrier gas known as the mobile phase. As the vaporized compound pass through the column, they interact with the stationary phase and separate based on their volatility and interaction with the column coating. The different components of the vape liquid have varying affinities for the stationary phase, causing them to elute at the different times, known as the retention time. Once separate, the compound enter the mass spectrometer, where they are ionized, causing them to break apart into charged fragments. These fragments are then detected and analyzed to produce a mass spectrum, which acts as a unique fingerprint for each compound. In this experiment, our focus is on the liquid vape flavors, which have gained substantial property due to their varied and complex flavor profile. We have analyzed 3 distinct flavors such as apple, pineapple, and GCM. Each flavor presents a unique challenge in terms of chemical composition and sensory perception, reflecting the intricate balance of the ingredients that create their distinctive taste. Here is method along the experiment we have conducted. We obtain a liquid weight sample of pineapple and GCM flavors. Firstly, clean the tube using the cotton stick. Then, add 2 or 3 drops of apple flavor liquid vape into the tube. Then, we add 2 or 3 drops of pineapple flavor liquid vape into second tube. By GCM flavor liquid vape, add 2 or 3 drops of GCM flavor liquid vape into a third tube. Next, we label the tube accordingly: PA for the pineapple, A for apple, and CK for GCM. We add ethanol to each tube until 3/4 full using a glass vesture pipette. Next step, we place all the sample in a laboratory 81 well tray. Next, we shake each tube well to ensure true mixing of the liquid vape flavors and ethanol. Next, place the sample in the instrument. Lastly, we run the sample through the GCMS.
So this is our result for apple flavor, pineapple flavor, and the last one is cheese cloudy flavor. The sample solution is injected into the GC inlet, where it is vaporized and swept into a chromatographic column by the carrier gas. The sample flows through column and compounds are separated by virtue of their relative interaction with the coating of the column and the carrier gas. Later part of column passes through a heated transfer line and ends at entrance to ion source, where compounds eluting from the column are converted to ion and detected according to their mass to charge M/Z ratio. Based on our result for apple flavor, retention time for first peak is 7.069, second peak is 7.754, retention time for third peak is 8.056, fourth peak is 5.430, the next peak is 10.117, and the retention time for the last peak is 12.065. All the elements in the flavor have been stated in our report.
For pineapple flavor, retention time for the first peak is 7.059. For the second peak, retention time is 8.350. Next, the retention time is 8.485. And then for the fourth peak, the retention time is 8.935. And the elements appear are ethyl vanillin. The retention time for the last peak is 10.113 and the elements are cetine. We already state the elements in our lab report, so you can refer it there. For your information, for pineapple and apple flavor, there are a few elements in the sample that are same with experiment results, but it cannot be seen because the peaks are close to each other. Okay, next we move to cheese cloudy flavor. For that flavor, retention time for first, second and third peak is 3.741, 4.115 and 4.488. The retention time for the last peak is 7.753. So, the ingredients in our sample that same with this experiment results are glycerin. Any other elements, you can see it in our lab report.
As the conclusion, in the experiment analyzing liquid vape content by using GCMS, gas chromatography mass spectroscopy, we aim to identify and quantify the components present in the vape liquid. Based on the identification of components, gas chromatography, which is GC, allow us to separate the different components of the vape liquid based on their vaporization properties. The mass spectrometer, which is MS, provided information about the molecular weight and structure of each separated compound. By comparing retention times and mass spectra with known standards, we identified specific compounds in the vape liquid. According to the qualification, we quantified the concentration of each identified compound using peak areas from the GCMS data. Calibration curves prepared with known concentration of standard compounds help us determine the concentration of unknowns. As results, our analysis revealed the presence of various compounds including nicotine, flavoring agents, and other additives. Nicotine content was quantified, which is very crucial for understanding the potential health impact of the vape liquid. However, there are some limitations and recommendations, which some compounds might not have been detected due to their low concentration or limitations of the analytical method. But the recommendation is future studies could explore more additional compounds or optimize the GCMS conditions for better sensitivity. In short, overall implications indicate that our findings contribute to understanding the composition of vape liquids and their potential effects on users. Hence, accurate labeling and regulation of vape products are essential for consumer safety. That's all from us. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum.